This video is brought to you by Scopic.com. Get yours now.
Hey guys, this is Phil from Education.com. So we're going to take a look at the new features introduced in Android N. So what is Android N? Well, Android gives a version name alphabetically with the name of the dessert, except for the first Android, that was Alpha. There was Cupcake, Donut, Eclair, Kit Kat, and Marshmallow Lollipop, and here goes the N. We don't know what N is going to stand for, but as far as we know, it's going to be either Nutella or not sure, Nori maybe. And they are starting with the Android beta program, so you can either use your trustworthy Nexus devices or some select devices like the Sony Xperia Z3 to experience the Android N before it is released. They are going to start from the developer preview 1. Now we are at the stage of developer preview 2. They're going to launch as far as the developer preview 5 until they launch the new one in the third quarter of 2016 this very year. Let's start taking a look at some of the new features introduced by the Android N, or some of the features that will be introduced because they tend to drop some of the features. We are going to use the Xperia Z3. Sony is releasing the preview firmware for the Xperia Z3. Not all Z3s are available for it. Z3V is not eligible for it. Only few select models of the Z3 are. You can look for Sony website to learn more about that, and we are going to use a Z3 instead of the Nexus because, well, I like the Xperias. Let's start by making the screen a little brighter, and as you would have noticed, the notification bar is different than it used to be. Now, the icons are more streamlined, and those are a lot flatter than the Lollipop, so they are going further with the Android N design. So here we are at the settings, and as you can see, there are some suggestions on top over there with the settings, and some of the lists have been changed. Now the language instead of English is called American English. Now that's a term, and you can swipe from the left side to get to the menu bar. You can swipe, let's say that you're in a deeper down menu at accessibility, say Apex Launcher, and you can always swipe from the left to get into the other ways of settings. And one more cool thing that they have added is borrowed from some of the custom ROM like Cyanogen mod. There is a thing called the display size. So this is not only the font, but this is changing the whole DPI. Now that's how intense or how loose the pixels are. So if you want to have a larger text despite having less amount of the content on your screen, you can make the screen larger. If you want to look at more condensed contents on your screen, you can make the whole DPI look smaller and look at more contents while you're going to be looking at smaller text usually. And one of the cool features they included is the window mode. Window mode is available on tablets. If you're on a phone like I am right now, you can use it to multitask. So you can tap and hold on the multitasking screen. So let's say that you are in a settings or an app. Let's say that you're in an app and you can tap and hold on the multitasking button to launch the multi-menu. So we're going to go to the Google Play Store. So here we have the Google Play Store on the bottom and Messenger on the top. You might have all seen this from some of the custom interface like the Samsung Touch Wedge or LG UX. Now this is going to be available natively. You can swipe all the way to the top to make the screen, or you can tap on the multitasking screen to get back on an app and do it like that. It also works in landscape mode, and a long time awaited feature is here. That is the kill all button on the native Android. So even on a vanilla Android now, you can kill all your apps by one click. There are a lot more features added on the Android N. There's a new folder, there's a new gesture that works like the touch, 3D touch on the iPhones. There's a better doze mode to better up your battery efficiency. There's a quick reply, there's a night mode. There's a lot more features that we are not going to cover here that might get changed or get rid of on the further releases of the Android N preview. So we'll get back on those features hopefully if we get time for the next releases. Those are a few of the sneak peeks at the new features that will be possibly introduced into the Android N. Note that they can be changed, they can be eliminated, more can be added up. Make sure to follow us on Instagram, Facebook, Twitter, and Google+, and of course just subscribe on our channel to learn more about the upcoming features of the Android N. We'll see you guys later. Until then, those were the Android N features available on your Nexus or select Android devices like the Android One device or the Sony Xperia Z3. We'll see you guys later, and till then, ciao.